I was born and raised in Israel in a very non-religious Jewish family. We didn't really do anything Jewish other than get together as a big family and celebrate the holidays. My first real true experience with a Christian was when I was in my early 20s. I had a roommate and she called herself a Christian, and she told me time and time again that I was going to hell because I didn't believe in Jesus. My husband was born and raised in church, and then when he became an adult, he moved away from his faith and just, let's be a good person, let's be a kind person. And he told me he was going to church one day, so he started going. I said, okay, I'm not going to tell him don't go to church. There were actually a couple of Sundays that I had some obligations, and since we didn't have anyone to watch our two kids, he took them to the kids area. He asked me if that would be okay, and I wasn't happy about it because I said, oh, great, they're going to come home and they're going to talk about Jesus. And of course, they loved it. And then one day he told me that he was ready to get baptized. And that was really scary for me because my idea of a Christian was my old roommate who told me that I was going to hell because I didn't believe in Jesus. And I was just always polite about it, but kind of at an arm's length, like, this is not really interesting. I don't really care. I want you to be happy and I love you, but that was the extent of it. He would tell me how wonderful church was, and he asked me to go to church with him. I said, no, I'm not going, not interested, don't care. And then finally I said, okay, I will go to church with you one time, but if I don't like it, you are never to ask me to go to church with you again. And so he said, okay, come to church with me on Easter. I said, I am not going to church on the most holy day of the year. No. I had some anxiety and I had some questions, but he held my hand and we walked in together, and I immediately felt welcomed and loved. And then the worship team started singing, and it was life-changing. I started crying. In my head on the way home, I was thinking, I'm going to go back next Sunday, but I'm not going to tell my husband. I'm just going to surprise him. And I started going to church with him every Sunday. Not very long after, they were doing some advertising for an Alpha group that was coming up, which is a group for people that are questioning. So either non-believers like myself at the time, or people that are Christians, just not very close to God. And so I went, and it was the same feeling that I had that first time that I stepped into church. I felt welcomed, and I felt loved, and no condemnation, no shame, no guilt. Only good things. By the end of Alpha, I was pretty much in love with Jesus. What I very quickly found out when I started going to church and to Alpha was that it's Christianity is about having the most amazing, beautiful relationship with Jesus. I decided I was ready to get baptized. Pastor Aaron prayed over us and went in the water and came up reborn. My life in the last year has changed for the better in such an amazing way. I am more giving, I am more loving, I am slower to anger, and I feel so much peace and so much love on a daily basis. I'm still a sinner, I'm not perfect. I never was, I'm still not, but I know that God loves me, and I know that it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm accepted, I'm chosen, and I thank him every day for choosing me.